Coming up next, On the Spot, Game Over. Today we'll look back at last weekend's games and music experience, visit with hockey legend Wayne Gretzky, and demo Samurai Shodown V, Ape Escape 3, and Rogue Galaxy. We'll also learn the final word on Animal Crossing Wild World. Drop the puck, we're live and on the spot. Hello, everyone, and welcome to On the Spot. I'm your host, Rich Gallup. Man, Ryan Davis, welcome back to the comfy confines of our studio.
It's so nice to be back here in the GameSpot studio. Things were so crazy at Game last weekend.
Do your dance before
before I get into anything further, today's episode of On the Spot brought to you by Wendy's.
Yes.
Isn't that nice?
All right, but joining us right now, also we have Ryan McDowell and Bethany Massimilla. Hi, what's going on, everyone?
Hey, what's up, man?
Did you guys have a fun time this weekend?
Yeah.
What went on this weekend for people who don't know?
It was the Games and Music Experience, and
Which stands for Game?
Yes, sir.
How cool is that?
They had lots of cool bands like Hieroglyphics. I don't know, what was your favorite part?
Actually, I met kind of a lot of people that read the site and browse forums and stuff like that, so that was really great. Kind of getting to meet people.
I got to meet all kinds of people, and they were pretty cool.
Contact with the users. That's great.
And that part was cool. We also had a lot of great demos on the site. Ryan, you got to see Black played right in front of you. That was awesome.
That was good.
That looked amazing. They had Black playing on this huge, 1,000-foot screen in this private theater. It was just... They really got the sound of that game across and just the intensity of it. It was very cool.
I got to meet Mark Echo. He brought Getting Up By. Got him to say wheat pasting.
Did he really talk about wheat pasting?
Talked
That's
about
fantastic.
wheat pasting. What else? We had like a million Nintendo demos, including Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
We had Dead or Alive 4.
Dead or Alive 4.
Dead or Alive 4 tournaments.
That was also one of my favorite parts, was all the stuff was Nintendo, Sony Online Entertainment, a bunch of companies gave us a bunch of games to give away. I mean, a bunch of games.
It's funny you say that, Ryan, because actually Nintendo gave us more games to give away. We'll be
wow.
giving away 10 copies of Animal Crossing Wild World later on today.
That's awesome. Can I have one of those?
Yeah, here you go. Psych! Oh, dis.
That is
Sorry.
uncool.
We'll give away those at the end of the show. Alex is going to come by and play Animal Crossing. And we have a whole bunch of great games. But let's dwell for one more moment on the Games and Music Experience. There were a lot of sights and sounds there. It went on for all 3 days. And there was a really nice highlights video that Tyler put together that was on the site, I believe, on Monday and Tuesday. It is now since evaporated, I think. But we're going to show it to you here. Is that cool?
Let's watch it.
Sure. Let's check it out right now.
GameSpot's Games and Music Experience, the 3-day event that lasted for 23 hours, including a stage show featuring the GameSpot editors interacting and playing games with the crowd, is now over. For those of you that didn't get a chance to show up, we want to give you a little bit of taste of this highlights reel from Game. Check it out.
And we are back. Alex Navarro, what was your favorite part of the game?
Apart from the Black demo, which I think was everybody's favorite part of the game, I was way into watching Hieroglyphics and Meat Beat Manifesto and those groups. Those were all really good sets.
It was the Games and Music Experience. And
Yes.
You can't have you can't complete the acronym without the music.
You actually cut the video right before my favorite part, which is
really?
when Ryan Davis was in the car and he was hopping.
Actually, I think that was
Oh,
actually
that was in
part of
there?
the video.
Oh, I
but,
gotcha.
they came back to us a little early.
I
But,
gotcha.
yeah, Ryan Davis definitely got up on the hydraulics in the car. He broke his head. It was yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember his spine being rather broken by the end of the whole thing, so
That's
that was pretty cool.
We'll have to ask him about it. Maybe we'll get to see it a little later on. We'll get them to cue that up for us. But
Cool.
right now, Alex Navarro, you recently reviewed a great game for the Nintendo DS.
I did.
And that game is what?
That game is Animal Crossing Wild World.
What is Animal Crossing Wild World, Alex?
Okay, you remember Animal Crossing for the GameCube?
I do. It was pretty wild.
Yeah, it's that.
Okay.
It's Animal Crossing. I mean, it really is the same game. It's
Right.
totally Animal Crossing. You still are this cute little human guy who you move to a town full of inherently precious animals, and the local real estate impresario, Tom Nook, loans you a house. You got to pay him back.
The Hustler.
The Hustler,
Yes.
Tom Nook. The most villainous man of 2005. So yeah, basically, it's Animal Crossing, but it's got touchscreen controls that are, they are what they are, and it's got online play.
Cool. Why
So-
don't you run around? We're not going to be doing the online play today, but
No, we're not. But
you
I'll-
have, I believe, Mr. James Yu's game fired up.
yeah,
here.
I'd have brought in my own, but my girlfriend basically just gaffled my DS.
Really?
Yeah, and she's playing this probably right now instead of actually doing anything at work.
Now,
So-
now, GameSpot Complete members, by the way, James, you asked that you not run over any of the saplings that he has planted.
Okay.
So keep those alive if you could.
I'm
Weeds, you can take
I'm
out. That's
picking
fine.
up weeds for him. I'm doing him a favor, but I am going to read his mail.
You can do that. GameSpot Complete members, as always, we want to hear from you using the form you find on the bottom of the page. Send us your questions to hear them right here on the show. Ryan McDonald, you have our first question, don't you?
Yes, I do, sir.
Hit us.
Colby from Santa Monica, California wants to know, is Animal Crossing as insanely addictive as the GameCube version?
Oh, hell yes. And specifically for the reason that it is now a game you can just kind of take with you wherever you go. So it's not just like, you got to find time to sit down and play your GameCube and, pick some weeds and dig up some fossils and whatever. I mean, you sitting on a bus somewhere, you're at work, you don't want to actually be working. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be suggesting that necessarily, but oh, there's cherries everywhere. I'm just going to pick up one of these cherries.
You should.
And then, so I mean, yeah, it is definitely as addictive, if not slightly more, because of the just rampant accessibility of it all.
Now, we had Ricardo Torres on last week while we were trying to actually build the set around us at the Moscone Center. He showed us the game a little bit. Mr. David Young of Nintendo also demoed the game. We have you on here to give us the final word on Animal Crossing. You just reviewed it.
Yes.
What are your favorite parts? What are your least favorite parts, etc.?
I mean, my favorite part about Wild World is the fact that it is totally Animal Crossing. I mean, it's like they really didn't make any major sacrifices to the formula here. It's like the only collection type they cut out was like the NES games, so you can't collect any of the NES games or anything, which is a little disappointing. But everything else is in there. There's actually more of every type of item. More fish, more bugs, more fossils, more furniture types, all that kind of stuff. So, and again, you can take it wherever you want. I mean, my least favorite thing probably is just, the whole touchscreen thing really isn't as fleshed out as it could be. You can use the stylus here. I'll demonstrate. You can use the stylus to kind of guide your guy around, and you can make him perform actions depending on what item he's got. Like I can make him dig a hole here, and with the touchscreen, that's great. But I mean, there's not really much accuracy to it all, so you can't the fishing is not more accurate when you're using the touchscreen or anything like that.
The question I had: Can you handwrite notes now?
Yes.
You can.
Yeah.
So using the stylus, you can straight up do a scribble and send that off to someone, or?
Well, let's see here, because I know for a fact, I mean, you can use the keyboard, just
yeah, I
touch
knew
it.
there was a keyboard.
I don't know if you can actually just straight up write letters. I don't remember. I don't think you can.
I didn't think you could.
I mean, you can draw your own designs though. So for patterns and stuff, when
Right.
you're making clothes and whatnot, you can totally use that stuff for that.
You could hide a message in there,
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
Or not hide a message in there and just make it real obvious. Yeah, you can totally do that. Here, I'm gonna talk to Blathers here real quick.
Do it, Ryan McDonald. Do you have more questions?
I got a ton of questions.
Hit us.
Cool.
John Latore in New York wants to know, does the online play bring anything new that wouldn't be found in the single-player game?
I mean, just the fact that it's the same kind of multiplayer that, was sort of in Animal Crossing, except that, multiple people can be in town interacting with one another at once, which is pretty cool. You couldn't do that in the original. It was just, one person at a time in a town, and that's that. But, it's basically, it's just, you can kind of run around, drop items from one another, play around in the town and stuff. I mean, there's nothing really mind-boggling here, but, whatever.
Does it bother you that there's nothing on the top screen when you go inside?
Not really.
No?
No, I don't know. I mean, I'm most times when you're outside, it's like, you know, occasionally you see a present attached to a balloon floating around or something in the sky, or the constellations and whatnot. That's about it.
Cool. Ryan McDonald, could I have one more question, please?
Yeah, sure. Yuri Tuna out of Brazil wants to know, is Wild World enough reason to buy a DS? I'm a huge fan of the original GameCube title, and I just want to hear it from you guys. And also, is Wild World's replay value just as big as the GameCube title?
To the second question, yes, absolutely. It's, you know, I mean, it hits kind of the same wall the GameCube game did after a while, where it's like, you know, you've paid off all your house upgrades and everything and whatnot. But yeah, the replay value is totally exactly the same. And as far as, you know, as a system seller, sure. I mean, yeah, if you love the original Animal Crossing, there's really not any reason why, you know, you shouldn't pick up a DS to play this game, though there are certainly other DS games you should pick up right along with it.
Like
so,
Mario Kart.
Like Mario Kart, Advance Wars, Nintendogs, whatever, yeah.
Cool. Well, Alex, I'm going to thank you. We're going to keep the show moving here. We're still in the vein of the games music experience, as you can probably tell.
Yes.
Alex and I probably still have the best voices around the office.
Yeah.
I think yours sounds better.
Yeah, we're both feeling real good, you and me, right now.
We're doing pretty well. But I'd like to thank you for coming by. Do you remember the final score you gave Animal Crossing?
Yes, I do. I gave it an 8.4.
That's a great score.
That is a great score.
For more information on Animal Crossing Wild World, check out Alex's full review. Right now, though, the show must go on. Games Music Experience, one of the treats we had for people in attendance was this great video of the most anticipated games of 2006 of the next year. GameSpot editors sitting down and talking about it. And we're going to show, we showed you a clip before, we're going to show you another clip right now. This is a whole bunch of editors talking about Metal Gear Solid 4. Check it out.
Metal Gear Solid 4, when we were at the Tokyo Game Show, that was the Tokyo Game Show.
Whoa, Old Snake.
It's okay, my favorite part about the Metal Gear games is that Hideo Kojima is crazy. And every single time, he just feels the need to do something to just like totally mess with the fan base.
Every Metal Gear game up to this point has had something totally crazy going on. 2, you had Solid Snake was in the game for about an hour, and then you totally played as a different character.
Raiden, the alternate playable character all through MGS2, brilliant.
3 was actually set in the past. You were actually playing Solid Snake's progenitor, Big Boss.
So MGS4, what's the logical choice? Make Snake an old man.
People were shocked to see the main character of the series looking like an old man who's kind of worn down.
Totally outmanned, outgunned, you know, the wars kind of passed him by, and you know, he's got one gun, one bullet left, he's just ready to go. Love it. That is so Wild Bunch.
I don't care that he's old. At first I was like, oh man, he's old. And then I was like, oh, he's old. This is going to be crazy. He's going to be like this old, bad, mean, you know, grizzled man. I love it.
He totally looks like Tom Skerritt.
That trailer that they showed of Metal Gear Solid 4, it is, you know, every year that we've seen a new Metal Gear come out, it's always been the most extravagant, graphically amazing looking thing that is out that year. This year is no different, obviously.
That trailer alone was basically enough for Sony to take a lot of the wind out of Microsoft's sails at the Tokyo Game Show, because meanwhile, Microsoft is showing all these cool Xbox 360 games that people can play, and they show this one trailer for Metal Gear Solid 4, and you're like, oh man, okay, this is something that I really want to see.
Metal Gear Solid 4 for the PlayStation 3 looks like it's probably the greatest thing that we've ever seen that's actually created in real time.
As one of the biggest Metal Gear Solid fans ever, I'm so excited.
Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriot.
And there was a look and a brief clip from our most anticipated games of 2006 video feature, and we're going to actually probably post that whole thing at some point here in the near future, so stay tuned for more. It's actually a really cool cut. But right now, I'm joined by Bethany. Hey, Bethany, how you doing?
How you doing? Good.
I'm doing good. Now, you brought over a really cool game called Rogue Galaxy. Is that correct?
Yes, I have.
Now, this comes from the folks at Level 5, the folks that did Dark Cloud, one of the cool action RPGs for the PS2, correct?
Right, yes.
Now, this, I see a lot of Japanese text on the screen. Is this the Japanese version? Which one was this we're looking at?
Yeah, this is the final Japanese version. We actually imported this earlier today, so we've been playing it since we got it in. It's pretty cool.
Now, the visual style is along the lines of what we've seen before from those guys, which is like cel-shaded, but it looks like they've actually refined it a little bit, correct?
Yeah, they've really done a lot of work kind of improving this style, and it just kind of keeps looking better and more detailed. They did Dark Cloud 2, and they also did some work on Dragon Quest VIII, so it's that same kind of style, but it's looking even better now. So the game looks pretty cool.
So what's the story of Rogue Galaxy? Can you give me a little of the back end and like tell me what's going on?
Well, basically, it's about this fellow here named Jester Rogue who joins a group of airship space pirates, and they go around and have their own pirate adventures. I'm not too far into the story yet, and this guy is about to own me. But yeah, the ship is kind of awesome. The crew is kind of interesting. Like, the first kind of scene you get is you run into a traditional pirate, and then you get this lecture from a small white cat who proceeds to give you orders, which is kind of weird and bizarre. There are lots of kind of interesting characters in this game.
Right on. Now, the one thing that's kind of interesting is, if you couldn't tell by watching it, it's all the action's in real time, correct?
Right.
So
Yes.
you're actually moving around, you're swinging your sword, you're getting those guys. A lot of the stuff that came from the Dark Cloud series came over into this game, correct?
Yeah, there's lots of kind of aspects of those games that have made it in here. It's the same kind of combat system. You have melee attacks and range attacks, some special abilities. In this game, you can have party members that fight along with you, so they have their own AI that tells them what to do. In this particular case, it apparently told them to die, since they're not with me right now. But yeah, it's same basic kind of thing, but these guys are going to kill me.
And so as you run along, as you're going through your adventuring RPG style portion of the game, enemies just kind of show up right there in front of you, right?
Yep, they show up in the environment as you move. There's no like
crazy loading or anything.
There's no swirly screen. There's no shattering into a regular battlefield. It's all kind of right there in the environment. So there's no kind of weird loading. It's all in real time.
Right on. Now, since we have you right here, I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you, what do you think? I know that just came in like today, but so far of what you've played.
It's pretty cool. I definitely like the Dark Cloud 2 vibe I'm getting from it, because that game was one of my favorite games when it came out. I spent a lot of time on that game. So there seems to be a lot kind of to the battle system. Like with the melee and the ranged, you have special abilities. You can kind of guard and dodge and jump and move all around. There's also an invention system in the game, which doesn't appear to be just like Dark Cloud 2's, but it looks like it could be interesting. You find items and you use them. Yeah, I died. And you can use them to either create additional attacks or items for you to kind of play around with. And I know that in Dark Cloud 2, one of the big aspects of that game was its whole invention system and making items. So it'll be interesting to see how much of that carries over into this game and how deep and involved that gets.
Speaking of which, I know it's right here at the beginning. Is there anything else you can show us? I know it had that beautiful intro.
Sure. I don't know
if it's just going to autoplay or not.
I don't know if the intro is just going to.
I think it looks like it's going to. Well, that's
could.
going. I do have a few questions. You got any questions for us over there?
Nope.
No questions.
Oh no!
Fantastic.
Hold on, I got something here.
Okay, well you picked that up. Rogue Galaxy. Do you know? Are they having plans to bring it over in the U.S. just yet?
They do not currently, but I wouldn't be surprised if it came over. I mean, it has great production values and all the earmarks of the game.
To pitch in
they
on
would come
this.
over.
They'll be making announcements on that stuff very short. Well, not super shortly, but you'll know by early next year what the deal is with it. But it's not going to be bad news.
No.
So the word from senior editor Ricardo Torres. I actually have a question here if I can throw it at you.
Sure, go ahead.
Dismay's from Chico, California wants to know if there will be any of the city building found in Dark Cloud 2 in Rogue Galaxy.
Not that I've seen. That whole kind of those aspects of Dark Cloud 2 were kind of inherent to the plots of those games. I haven't seen any of it in Rogue Galaxy. It looks like a more structured adventure with kind of less of that, but it's possible. I haven't seen it yet, though.
It's got a way bigger scope.
So I think right now we're actually we're going to switch over and keep on going. Thank you so much, Bethany. Appreciate you coming by. Right now we're going to go ahead and check out, believe it or not, game ended on Sunday like 6 o'clock. And so what happened, our man Rich Gallup had to go home as tired as he was, jump on a plane like at 3:30 in the morning so he could go and fly and talk to the great one. For those of you that don't know, that's the Wayne Gretzky, the hockey man, the Wayne Gretzky, the myth, the legend. But enough about that. We're going to have an interview that we're going to show a clip of right now.
And this is the sad thing about society, in the sense that when I grew up, the closest thing that we had to this kind of a game was tabletop hockey. As you said, the old Genesis game that was around, and we've progressed to actually having a game that's similar or close to that of the National Hockey League, close as it can be without actually physically playing. Unfortunately, my kids, who are 15, 13, and 5, can beat me pretty much blindfolded. So it shows you, as I told the kids, I only built the game and made the game. I haven't perfected the game yet. Trust me, take me when I'm 22. I was way better. I was smarter at 42, but I was better at 22. Yeah, it's that's what's unique about it. And time capsule. Like we always wonder in sports if you had the 55 Yankees, if they could have beat the 95 Yankees, or can the 87 Oilers beat the 96 New York Ranger champions, or whatever. So we're always trying to compare the element of time, and so maybe in some small way this is a way to show it. What's wonderful now is that you can pick the teams you want, you can pick your favorite players, you can pick countries. The arenas that you decide to play in look like those arenas in those cities. Coaches on the bench. I mean, actually I can make the video now being a coach. So the reality of it is absolutely over the top. And we've progressed so much in every field, and even cartoons, now you look at cartoons, they look so realistic. I mean, one day you're going to be playing these video games and you're actually going to look like the person. You're going to think it's more of a film or video of the game than actually a game.
And that's just a taste of what the Gretz has to say. You'll catch the full interview tomorrow. But right now, I've got senior editor Ricardo Torres with me here. How's it going, Ricardo?
It's going good.
Excellent. Now, we were going to show Ape Escape 3, but we've decided against that.
Yes.
Instead, we're going to show off, we've had this game on before, Rub Rabbits.
Yes.
Which is the sequel to Feel the Magic for the Nintendo DS. Now, we've had this on the show before, but now we have a version in English, so we can actually make some sense out of some of the stuff that's happening. A little bit of sense.
As much as you can.
Now, the original Feel the Magic was super crazy. This seems like it takes it to an even crazier heights.
I mean, they're a lot more comfortable with the DS, and they got a lot of feedback from the first one, obviously.
Right.
People had very strong feelings for it one way or another. And they've gone ahead and they've dealt with a lot of the feedback stuff that they've gotten. And they've done even more weird things that probably nobody would have thought about except them.
Now, you and I here, we're going to do something very special with this DS today.
Yes.
We're going to make a baby.
We are.
Here on the spot, first for the show. So one of the things that, now explain like what the context is for the baby making.
So you know the deal with Japan. They enjoy the compatibility tests. They enjoy all
blood types,
hobbies, astrological stuff. They like all that stuff.
Yeah.
So for some reason, they have gone ahead and put a baby-making feature in this game. Because actually, this was called Where Do Babies Come From in Japan,
right,
which is still probably the most awesome name we've ever heard. But I think they would probably freak people out here. So
They just called it Rub Rabbits.
Well, let's get to it. Let's show the people what this is all about.
So y'all know what you're seeing. Basically, what happens is, typically you're supposed to hold the DS between you and another person, which it won't reach. So
I'll scoot
it's suggested that they pose like the picture.
So I should put my hand out like that.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
And so once everybody's holding it, then each individual has control of like one side of the screen. So you'll use the D-pad to set when you were born.
Okay.
So you're gonna do the month, and then that, and then when you're done, you press the L trigger, and I'll press the R trigger.
All right.
Okay. So we're both done. All right, and then it's gonna ask how old we are.
I'll lie.
I'm doing this at a weird angle. I think I'll lie too. I am 22.
In a dapper 22 at that, sir.
So then it's going to ask you your blood type because, like, everybody knows theirs by heart. I actually don't, so I'm going to...
And you use question?
Yes, I am.
I actually know mine. I have my card. I looked at it just now, so I am A.
Cool. People write them for free blood. Are you going with anybody right now? Okay. And then here comes the compatibility test.
Okay.
So there's a wedding cake.
Okay, I see the wedding cake.
And you need to push up and down on your controller, and I need to press X and Y. We have to do it in time.
Okay.
Because we're actually slicing the wedding cake in half. So you ready?
So wedding cake is determining the future of this child.
Like how well our hands work together to slice the cake.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so forward, up. Oh, start, sorry. All right, so ready, 1, 2, 3, up, back, up, back, oh, up, down, up, oh man, down, up.
This is not going well, I take it.
Well, no, it's not bad. Oh, down, up, down, oh, up, down. Yeah.
Oh, okay, and then, oh my goodness gracious.
And inside that cake is the baby.
There's a baby inside that cake.
That has been, oh my God.
That is terrifying. We have 1% compatibility.
And it's a loner baby.
It's a loner baby.
And it's a male. So you hit enter, and then you can, oh God. You can name your scary child.
Wow, yeah, that's really bizarre, Ricardo. I don't really know what to make of that, but thank you for coming by and showing that to us.
You're welcome, and it gives you a little saying for your baby. It says, the parents are too distant and they will liberate your soul.
That also makes no sense whatsoever. Fantastic stuff. It's
pretty awesome.
Now, up next, we've got another little games and music experience highlight reel that, we're going to show you. Check it out.
tuned for more video and fun from the games and music experience over the next few days. And we're back, and we're already in.
Yes.
Greg already. You weren't even going to say anything. You were just going to sit there and play Samurai Shodown 5.
If you guys could just keep it down.
We're kind of busy over here.
That'd be great.
But yeah, we're taking a look at Samurai Shodown 5, and
for the Xbox, yeah, and it's playing thankfully a whole lot better than how it was playing just a little while ago. That is, back at E3 when we saw a version of this game in progress, it was like slowing down an awful lot. So it's really come a long way. It's actually playing like more like this game is supposed to. This version still isn't quite done, but it's Xbox Live enabled and everything. And Ryan just cut me up real bad, but yeah, it's coming together, and it is apparently going to come out before the year is out. So one more nice arcade fighting game to tide over Xbox owners.
Well, I want to see you guys throw down. Ryan Davis and I will actually provide commentary for you guys.
Sweet. All right then.
You want to be
focused.
Yeah, focused. Greg, by the way, very nice T-shirt you have on.
Yes.
Where did you get that excellent piece of fashion?
Right. Why I got it at Game.
You mean the game and music experience?
Indeed. Yes. We produced this and another fine T-shirt specifically for the event.
All right, here's the fight. Who's who? Who are we looking at?
I'm Hamaru.
And I'm Genjiro, so this is the classic Samurai Shodown 2 matchup here. Except I might lose.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Samurai Shodown 2 is one of the greatest, if not the greatest fighting games ever made, and yeah. And more stuff like it is fine by me.
Now, you were mentioning before that the E3 build that we saw had a lot of slowdown in it.
Yeah.
Now, wasn't there like a certain amount of slowdown inherent to the way Samurai Shodown 2 played?
Yeah, I mean, if you notice, there are these kind of. It's been a signature aspect of the series all along. It's kind of got like anime style, dramatic slowdowns. Oh, that was real crazy.
Nice run, Donald.
But I guess that's what happens when someone puts a sword to your head twice in a row. But we're talking more. These weren't kind of slowdowns for the sake of presentation. This was like the game was running slower than it was supposed to be.
Gotcha.
So, but now it's running nice and fast.
What's the crazy fire meter?
The crazy fire meter means we are mad, and we can pull off. Yeah, we can pull off our big desperation move. So.
Oh.
I don't remember all the moves in this game offhand. Oh, geez.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
How long has the Samurai Shodown series been around?
It started in 93. 93 is when the first Samurai Shodown game came out. Samurai Shodown 2 came out about a year later. Both those games are totally awesome. I would argue that the series has never, it's past its prime. I mean, it's been around for a really long time, and back in the day, it was just the best thing ever. Now it's still pretty cool. Now I think the Soul Calibur series carries on a lot of the Samurai Shodown traditions, but some of these characters are still just so good. They don't make characters like these anymore in fighting games.
Now, was this an actual arcade? Now, I got to ask Ryan some questions here because I think it's unfair that we're asking you all the questions and it's messing up your game. So.
Oh yeah, I blame that.
But no, yeah, it's like it was actually the golden period right then. It was like it was like '93. You had Street Fighter 2. Yeah, I think it was like
Mortal Kombat 2.
Mortal Kombat.
Actually, you could get a shot of the character selection screen if you guys could tell us who we're looking at here. Who's new, who's old?
Yeah, it's a lot of new characters, but a lot of the new characters. Well, it's sort of hard to explain, but a lot of the new characters are actually just kind of redone versions of old characters. So. They're presented as being completely new, but in fact they have some of the returning characters' moves.
Can we see that big creepy guy?
Big creepy guy. I forget what his name is offhand, but he fights with his big crazy kind of shank. So I guess okay, crowd favorite. Fine, we'll bring him out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's a real handsome devil.
I'll bring some Charlotte on.
Yeah. Charlotte is one of the classic characters. So they brought back almost all the old characters, but we were lamenting the absence of Wan Fu from the first 2 Samurai Shodown games. But for the most part,
when did Samurai Shodown 4 come out?
Samurai Shodown 4 came out a while ago. That game came out in like 96 or 7 or so.
So the series has been on hiatus for quite a while.
Yeah, I mean, 5 came out, like 5 is a lot like 4. 4 is a lot like 3. Basically, this game is still recycling a lot of the same artwork that's been around since Samurai Shodown 3. So
this guy is
it's
awesome.
This guy's kind of freaking me out.
Yeah, he is your token crazy guy, and he fits that bill pretty well, I suppose.
He's got some damage he can dish out.
Yeah, so
Some range,
just
too.
slap Charlotte down.
Dawson's crazy uncle or something.
Crazy giant uncle.
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys keep playing that. We're going to let you actually play it against each other through the end of the show.
Thank you.
Ryan Davis, let's wrap this show up properly, shall we? Did you know that we have a hotline where GameSpot Complete members can call us up and ask us questions?
I did know that.
You did?
I did. We have an 800 number.
We do. It's actually like an 877 number.
It's in the 800s.
It's in the 800s. Well, we have a voicemail.
We have voicemail? People
do.
called?
Yes, Ollie from Toronto called.
He has a question for us?
He does have a question for us regarding the Xbox Live Arcade. If you want to hear, we're about to hear his question. If you want to hear your question call this number here, 1-877-506-8324.
Isn't that fun?
It is. Leave us your name, where you're from, your GameSpot Complete name, and if we know you're a GameSpot Complete member, and you ask a good question, we'll play it here. Much like this one right now.
Hey guys, what's going on? My question is about the Xbox 360 arcade mode, and I was wondering what do you guys think about Microsoft charging gamers 15 to 20 bucks for a bunch of arcade games that are well over 20 to 30 years old?
Now
I'm stoked about it.
That question sounds like a bit of an exaggeration.
It's kind of loaded.
Yeah.
But Greg?
Yeah, I mean, these aren't just the old arcade games. I mean, they have, in the case of the older arcade games like Gauntlet and Joust, they have full online play. They have like enhanced graphics and stuff like that. And they're not 15, 20 bucks, they're $5. So they cost, as Jeff points out in his Smash TV review, for example, it would probably cost you more money in quarters to actually finish one of these games in the arcades than it would just to buy it for posterity. So, I mean, a lot of this stuff that we've played, we really like it, and it's well worth the few bucks it costs.
And we do have reviews for several games, like, well, actually, almost all of them.
Pretty much all of them. We'll have them all reviewed soon.
Geometry Wars looks great.
Geometry Wars, $5. There you go. Like one of the best.
One of the best 360 games. Yeah,
hands down. So I think the GameSpot staff is pretty much unanimously in favor of what they've been doing thus far with the Xbox Live Arcade.
And the scoreboards.
There's the scoreboards. You get points.
Yeah, you guys and your points.
Points.
Now, Ollie, to back Ollie up, I do see this as being something that could potentially go wrong. But if there is a stinker of a game that's too expensive out there, we will let you know about it.
Yeah, there's already at least one. The billiards game is a stinker.
Is it a stinker?
And that one is actually like really expensive. Too.
Yeah, it's overpriced and it's not very good. So that's the one to avoid. But most of the other stuff is definitely solid.
We are very frugal people here, and we will let you know when you are being led astray. Right?
Sure.
Cool. And if you want to hear, if you want to hear your question, give us a call 1-877-506-8 something.
Just
324. I was going to say 324 or 234. But now I have one last treat here, Ryan Davis. We actually we missed it earlier, but I asked him to play it again. There's one highlight for all of us. There are two highlights for all of us at Games and Music Experience. One is Jeff breaking the guitar and Guitar Hero, and the second one is right here. If you guys could roll that for us real quickly.
Visor down so it looks like I'm banging my head, but really it was my spine that took all of the
You really can't
damage.
tell when Ryan Davis has hurt his head.
That was a blast. We had a bunch of lowrider cars there, some really tricked out stuff, and they let me get into their crazy mini truck with just huge hydraulics on it, and bounce around in it and compress my spine. So that was a lot of fun.
No, I thought it was odd because they did have about 4 cars there, and I'm not hip to the lowrider scene, but I can tell when something has a lot of chrome and paintwork on it, and one is just a pickup truck.
Yeah, that truck was janky. Like the front bumper was kind of. You could tell that they were using that for hopping because that is hard on the body.
Because that car, so that's what that car had going for is the fact it could jump higher than all the other
ones. It could jump way higher than the other ones.
Like the other ones looked like they were so nice. Like I wouldn't have felt safe like taking it out of the driveway.
No, the other cars that they had there, they were all about just like 3-wheel motion and yeah, just kind of about being
like
show cars.
In a Dr. Dre video.
Exactly.
Cool. How are your fights going on over there, guys?
Pretty good. This game is we're having some fun here.
You guys,
or at least I am at the moment.
I really like that we can just grab a fighting game and 2 GameSpot editors and they can fill like 45 minutes with silence, but also with gameplay. But Ryan Davis, let's give away some games, shall we?
Okay.
We have, by the way, several people won copies of Dead or Alive 4 in the last show. But in the craziness that is game, we need to find the winners again.
So we don't know who it is yet.
We don't, but we will know next week. And next week, by the way, is our last episode of On the Spot for the year 2005, and we're going to go through like all our drawers and everything and dig up all the great loot that we haven't given away, and we're going to give it away. Like,
are we giving away Tim Tracy's napkin collection?
We're going to give away Tim Tracy's napkin collection. We're going to give away we have like Doom movie posters. I have like a monkey in a T-shirt for EverQuest.
That's great.
We have some games lying around. We have all kinds of crazy stuff.
Also, there's the Quake thing.
What Quake thing?
Quake 4.
Oh, that's right. Ryan McDonald, what's the Quake 4 thing?
It's a Seismic Showdown. It's going to happen December 16th, so you can catch On the Spot that Thursday, and then the following day at Friday, I believe at 6 p.m., you'll be able to catch us doing a little Quake 4 tournament. There's going to be...
Everybody's favorite assassin will be coming back, right?
That's right. Cornelia is going to be coming back and hanging out with us, and I don't know if you guys got to see the clips of her playing a game. I mean, it was incredible. She's awesome. And
that was intense.
Oh, yeah, totally. And I think we actually are going to post the whole crazy showdown that she did with all those people and have it on the site so people can check out how good she is. Yeah, it's going to be cool.
That thing was crazy.
The neat thing is, aside from the prizes that the actual contestants are going to win for Quake 4 Seismic Showdown, we're also going to give a really snazzy, super cool NVIDIA video card away to just viewers. So you should definitely try to tune in.
Cool. And that's next Friday, but we'll have more information about it next Thursday.
That's correct. I think actually even Monday you'll probably get more information as well.
And we've got a page up right now with more details.
You can find it all over the site, Seismic Showdown.
Look around for it, yeah.
Totally.
And also, you also find 10 copies of Animal Crossing Wild
We only have
World.
6 here, but...
Yeah, there's more down there.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
You know, why fill the hands? But, yeah, Ryan Davis, we need a good trivia question here.
Who plays the music in the cafe in Animal Crossing Wild World?
There you go. And his picture has been up during the show. Give us his whole name if you're a GameSpot complete member using the form at the bottom of the page. Full name, full mailing address, and the answer to Ryan Davis' trivia question, and you will win yourself a copy of Animal Crossing Wild World for the Nintendo DS, courtesy of the fine folks at Nintendo.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Sweet. And one final note is that the Gretzky interview coming back tomorrow. We'll show you all kinds of stuff.
I told him that.
Yeah, I know, but we also have Darren Pang, the Panger.
Uh-huh.
If you know hockey, you know Darren Pang. He was with ESPN. Now he's a broadcaster for the Phoenix Coyotes, and one of the game's producers, Clayton Reed. And the flight wasn't at 3:30. I woke up at 3:30 to catch the flight.
But it's got better.
It was pretty much the best trip of my entire life.
Yeah.
Because I got to hang out with Wayne Gretzky.
Excellent.
It was well worth it. But Greg, thanks for coming by, playing the Samurai Showdown. Ryan McDonald, great show.
You too, sir.
We'll just let you guys keep fighting.
They're not even here, man.
Right.
Yeah, you would show something.
Ryan Davis,
hey,
great show.
Rich
It was a great show today. Bethany and Alex, thank you as well. And Ricardo. Yes, cool. That's everyone.
With Rub Rabbits.
Yes, with Rub Rabbits. You guys made a baby. Yeah, you did. We'll catch you next week right here on the spot. Thanks for watching.